Hey guys, go to YouTube, Selling Mania here. I don't know if all of y'all really have read or know what all these executive orders the president's passed over here about the gun laws, so I thought I'd read them off. So, a Southerner, but half you people can't really understand half the time, just going to read them off to you. But first, I'm looking at the email again. They give the Obama. I'm on the email list, okay? So, first, the funny part is I got donate. So he ain't running again, but yet he still wants you to donate some money. So that's always fishy. All right, but here's measures Congress should pass. This is what they're saying. Congress, you know what, Congress, you need to go ahead and just pass this for us. Okay. Eliminating loopholes requiring background checks for all gun sales. Which that means like person to person, if I was going to sell you a gun or whatever, whatnot, no background checks. But also would work for things like my wife. She went and bought me this gun, and then she turned around, she went through the background check, then she went around and she gave it to me. So I guess she couldn't have gave it to me without giving me a background check. All right. Reinstating the prohibition on high-capacity magazines, like these beautiful 40-rounders. I got 30-rounders, but sometimes you want that extra 10 rounds of ammo. I guess I can't have these no more. I guess these will be illegal. I love 40-round magazines. You just go 2 boxes in one mag. Oh, you just gotta love it. All right, let's see what else I'm breaking. Because if they pass these laws, I'm thinking, oh well, which one really affects me? Now let's see what's the other one. Renewing and strengthening bans on assault rifles. Yeah, I guess this is AK is considered an assault rifle, so you can't have it. So I got 30 round in there. There's 40 round. Look at that. Tape them together, be real badass. Alright, what else am I breaking if they do this? Creating serious penalties for gun traffickers. Apparently it's not illegal to traffic guns. I figured it would be illegal, but apparently it's not serious enough penalties, but I'm pretty sure there is. Getting armor-piercing bullets off the street by prohibiting the possession and transfer of dangerous ammunition. Well, I'm pretty sure you can't buy armor-piercing bullets. I think that's illegal. But, I mean, this may be considered armor-piercing. I don't know. It's old surplus stuff, but I guess that could be considered armor piercing, I guess. But I guess I'd have to give up these bullets here, this ammo. But you can't really buy it. I mean, I think some people have got an old box of something that's you can't really buy no more, and they just kind of keep because you can't buy it. Just keep it for collector purposes. So okay, keep 15,000 cops on the street. That don't make no sense. On the streets? Okay, I don't understand that. Further research on gun violence. Help schools develop and implement comprehensive emergency management plans. I guess, when you hear the gunfire hit the exits. Removing restrictions that require ATF to authorize importation of dangerous weapons simply because of their age. I think that is the rule that you can import old surplus military weapons, like it's an old surplus Mosin Nagant. So I'm thinking that's that they're trying to say, nah, why don't y'all pass a rule that ATF says you can't do that. All right, now the 23 executive orders. All right. Okay. Number 1, require federal agencies to make I worked 12 hours. Oh, and plus it was something to gorge. I'm all. Well, it might be longer because it was snowing and ice. Okay, require federal agencies to make relevant data available to federal background check systems. I think that's already happened. See, what's funny, a lot of these are like, don't they already do this? Address unnecessary legal barriers is number 2 that may prevent states from making information available to the background check system. Number 3, improve incentives for states to share information with background check system. That makes no sense. Number 4, direct the Attorney General to review categories of individuals prohibited from having a gun to make sure dangerous people are not slipping through the cracks. That is a tricky one. Because, you know, Eric Holder, Mr. Fast and Furious, they're going to probably make certain people, he's dangerous. Me, I'm wearing a helmet, doing a video. I can't have a gun. I'm dangerous. So, that's a tricky one. They could just make people say, that's a dangerous person. Okay. Number 5, propose rulemaking to give law enforcement the ability to run full background checks on an individual before returning a seized gun. What do you mean a seized gun? I thought they already did a background check and make sure it was your gun, or I don't know. That was kind of fishy too. I don't know. I figured they would do that anyway. Make sure that you're now not illegal to get. I don't know. That was a little fishy one. Number 6, publish a letter from the ATF to federally licensed gun dealers providing guidance on how to run background checks for private sellers. Okay. Alright, so it's not like, okay, that's silly right there. Publish a letter. I mean, that's if I want to go to an FFL dealer or whatever, I could just go spend $30. Everybody who owns a gun knows how to do that. Okay, this is different. Common sense steps to reduce gun violence. Okay, number 7. This is 7 in consecutive order. Launch a national safe and responsible gun ownership campaign. So, Obama, the guy don't want us to have guns. I wonder how that campaign is going to be. Number 8. Review safety. I tell you. Number 8. Review safety standards for gun locks and gun safes. Consumer Protection Safety Commission. Okay. Nobody uses a gun lock. We get them with every gun, but nobody ever uses them. But gun safes, pistol safes, most people use that. Alright, number 9. Require federal law enforcement to trace guns recovered in criminal investigations. Okay. Maybe all the ones that Fast and Furious went across the state line, maybe they can run a trace on them guns. Okay, require the DOJ, which is the Department of Justice, report, analyze information on lost and stolen guns, and make it widely available to law enforcement. Okay. Okay, number 11, nominate an ATF director. I don't understand that one either. Number 12, provide law enforcement, first responders, and school officials the proper training for active shooter situations. Okay, I can, you know, nothing wrong with getting some training. I can maybe go behind that one. Number 13, maximize enforcement efforts to prevent gun violence and prosecute gun crime. See, they already got them laws. I break the law, I'm damn sure going to jail for it. You should prosecute the criminals out there, you know. Legal aliens, all that stuff, all them people they find with guns. I mean, they got half the freaking South Carolina. For every 2 jobs we created last year, one of them went to a legal alien. And they're talking about unemployment. I mean, this government don't care about nobody doing nothing illegal. Unless you're an honest person, then they care. Alright, let me find out where I was at. Okay. I'm on number 14. Issue a presidential memorandum to direct the Centers for Disease Control to do research what causes and prevention of gun violence. So the CDC, Center for Disease Control, I guess if you own a gun, you got a disease. They're going to give you an inoculation for it. Centers for Disease Control. Yeah, that's a scary one. Okay, the people who give you all them damn shots is going to find out about gun violence. Yeah, that's a spooky one right there. They don't got FEMA prints all over it. All right, what's another one? Number 15, the directed Attorney General God broke all them laws to issue a report on availability and most effective use of new gun safety technologies and challenge the private sexual. I'm sorry, guys. People say I'm drunk. So I'm not drunk. I just worked 13 hours, got something to eat. I'm about to go to bed. So a lot of times people say, "What are you on?" I'm just tired. Okay, let me do this again. Number 15. Direct the Attorney General to issue a report on the availability and the most effective use of new gun safety technologies and challenge the private sector to develop innovative technologies. Yeah, I don't trust anything the Attorney General does. Number 16, clarify the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare, does not prohibit doctors from asking their patients about their guns in their homes. So doctors can ask you in your Obamacare if you have a gun in the home. Which, when I took my little girl to the doctor, they asked me, do I have a gun in the home? And I say yes, because anybody, I don't want to be accused of lying, because if anybody watches any of my videos, it's obvious I have guns. Alright, so your doctors can tell, I'm sure they'll be telling somebody else, and your name will be in a hat. So, yeah, they will know you have guns for future confiscation reasons. Number 17, release a letter to the health providers clarifying that no federal law prohibits them from reporting threats of violence to law enforcement authorities. Let me read that again. That don't sound correct. Number 17, release a letter to health care providers clarifying that no federal law prohibits them from reporting threats of violence to law enforcement authorities. Oh, I guess if you go to a doctor, like when I took my wife to the hospital, they asked her, and I was standing there, I'm so worried my wife's in pain, to go, are you being abused at home, at the house? I started laughing. I was like, I'm right here. I mean, what if I was? No, I was right there. I thought that was so funny. It's like, so now the doctor's asking women, are you being abused at the house? And I boy, I tell you, government's getting deep in your stuff. All right, this is another tool for making your schools safer. Number 18, provide incentives for schools to hire school resource officers. School resource officers. I don't think they're talking about cops. Are they a resource officer? Somebody in a school district might know what a resource officer is. Number 19, develop model emergency response plans for schools, houses of worships, and institutions of higher education. Emergency response plans. Yeah, like I don't hear nothing but armed guards. Emergency response plan, like you wait for a response from a enforcement officer. Response. That means, you have to call somebody and wait for a response. That's what I'm catching there. They really like armed guards in the schools. All right, these are for increasing access to mental health services. Number 20, release a letter to health officials clarifying the scope of mental health services that Medicaid plans must cover. Okay, I have no idea why that's in the gun thing. 21, finalize regulations clarifying essential health benefits and party was it? Damn, my eyes can't focus. Priority requirements within ACA exchanges. Number 22, commit to finalize mental health priority regulations. So I don't really know why those are in the gun thing. Number 23, launch a national dialogue led by Secretaries Sebelius and Duncan on mental health. I have no idea what that is. Secretaries of Sebelius. Sebelius. And Duncan of mental health. I don't know if that's a firm or what. I don't know. So that's it. A lot of spooky stuff that, I mean, it's kind of vague, but it could lead somewhere else because I didn't read the whole thing. I'm just reading what's on their actual website, but what they're trying to get Congress, which Congress ain't going to do it because Congress is, they see the writing on the walls, and I wish there's nothing scary about this, guys. High capacity mags, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm American. But I'll tell you what, if they ever start collecting that stuff, you'll never see them things again. They'll be in a hole somewhere. Alright, guys and girls of YouTube. Knuckle bump and more. Give me some information if y'all know anything else about all this. Alright, appreciate it. Bye.
Knuckle bump.